Well, like I said, these are pictures of stuff. That's a silver set and a quilt my parents gave us for a wedding present. Here's a close-up of that silver set. Well, like I said, that boat was in the middle of our living room. Literally, in the middle of the living room. Of course, here I am, getting ready to take our boat out for the first time. Me in all my glory. And of course, Christopher was there to help put this silly thing together. As they say, two heads are better than one. And of course, in a short period of time, we had this thing all together, and we were ready to go. But we decided to let Judy take a look at the instructions just to make sure that we did it right. So Chris and I, after Judy has checked it all out, pick the boat up and go to put it into the water. Of course, for some crazy reason, we decided to wear these life vests that we couldn't even move in. As you can see, our first attempt in the boat didn't quite work. The two of us combined were a little heavy for it. So, since the boat wouldn't hold both of us, I get to go out alone. But of course I would give Chris his chance too. There was a very little breeze that day, though Chris had a better chance than I did out there with the less weight. So he could move fairly reasonably well way out there. So long as the breeze kept up. But eventually he did bring it back in one piece. Now that we had the bugs worked out, it was Judy's turn to go along for a ride. Of course, at first, we didn't quite know what we were doing, because we almost tipped the boat over. You almost see Judy's expression on her face like, whoa! But as you can see, we did eventually get out. It was easy once we got a knack of it, of how to sit kind of centered just right. But I was close to 280 pounds during this episode. The limit of the boat was about 325. But somehow we managed to stay afloat. I won the boat in a drawing from Master Lube. It was a raffle. And I got it for free. Can't beat that. This is the view we had out our front door. Basically our sliding glass door on Cinder Lane Parkway. Still very undeveloped at that point. And this is a good example of Judy's artistic ability to decorate a Christmas tree. Well, you remember Ribby the rabbit that we saw with Judy? Those other pictures a while ago? Well, he started a whole series of rabbits. Now we have them everywhere. This is what's so nice about Florida. It's where the sun acts with the clouds. It's always something different. Here's an example of a rainbow. It's completely cloudy, but there's still a rainbow. And here's another rainbow. The clouds are what really make it nice down here. Of course, sometimes clouds don't look nice. They can become very threatening. Well, I don't know who's to say what is a funnel cloud and what isn't, But this one rolled, and it sure did look like one, even if it was going horizontally. It didn't stay around for too long, but this was right out our front door. Well, this is an interesting picture. This is the inside of Judy's Escort, but it's not feeling too well. They had to come and take it away to make it feel all better. Well, oops. This particular series is of our stuffed animals. Don't quite know all the names of them, but I'll try to help out with some. Well, this is the first, Ribby the rabbit. And these are Bobo and Juju. We got them up at Salisbury Beach. And this is Bob and Judy. They were the first stuffed animals I myself ever got. I won them at a fair they had. Well, I believe this is Bernie the dog, although Judy's father thinks he's a rabbit. And this is Harry. He's more than just a rabbit. He's a puppet too. Well, this is Arnold, in orange, little beaver, who always gets to sit on a Christmas tree. Albert! Oh my gosh, that's Albert. I just heard live from the other room. That's Albert, not Arnold. Oh, I'm sorry, Arnold. Oh, they're off in the other room. And then the blue bunny is, I guess it's Squeaky. I think I need a counselor out here to help me with some of these names, though. Well, this is Sylvester and Shamu. Sylvester's on the right, Shamu's on the left. Well, here's Ricky Raccoon and Penny Panda. Are we clever or what? Hey, Froggy! And of course, Grad and Ellie. And then there's Foxy, who we now have a dog by the name of Sandy, who looks just like Foxy. Well, the bear is called Teddy, and Judy doesn't have a name for the little white guy, so I'm going to name her, I don't know, let's call her Pinky, because of her nose. And these are all of our little creatures helping Judy do the laundry. Although, you know what happens when two or more bunnies get together. I think this was someone's sick joke trying to scare all of our little rabbits. Well, remember Carrie's 20th birthday party? Well, I found a picture of her cake. There we go. Well, there's a very special painting to my family. My mother said that I could have this when she dies. Well, she then reset it and said that I could have it if I bought a house. It'd be my house present. So, me and Judy went out and we bought a house. She still wants it back to this day. There's a player piano, another family heirloom. Candy's getting real good on that now. Oh, here's a picture of the Jaguar. Dad has been slowly but surely restoring this into a working condition, although he hasn't succeeded quite yet. These pictures are from March of '86, and it's now almost 1990. The car still isn't done. Unfortunately, Lee, Patrick's father, managed to get his hands onto the electrical system on this car before Dad could save it. No, that's not the Jaguar. That is a picture of me. Of course, I do have a better side. That is... looks like Brad off to the right-hand side there, and Jeff is just barely on the sliver corner on the right, too. These are our cars. It's Judy's gray Escort and my Tempo. This is the painting that we had before we got the ocean one that my mother bequeathed to me. This is a painting that we still have of the lobster shack. And this is our stove. Pots and pans are there because there's nowhere else to put them. Not that we would ever use it. Now there is a funny thing that we never quite figured out how to use. I think they call it a vacuum cleaner. Well, I knew I saw another Christmas tree in here somewhere. This is another example of Judy and her artwork. And this is our computer, the VIC-20, all hooked up. We got 2 printers, a disk drive, 16K, giving us a total of about 20K, which was a lot back then. Printer paper down there on the floor, and for the darnest reason, this system would hang up all the time. And I guess you could call this our library. It's 2 shelves packed full of school books for Judy and computer books for the computer. This was before I started going to college. Like I said, organization is the key to success. But it is possible to clean everything up. This is what the VIC-20 looks like when it's not in use. Well, here's the reason for it all. The ZX80. That's what got the ball rolling for Rack Jab. That's what got the ball rolling for me and Judy. Well, this is the only place, the only picture that I have left that sums up everything about this stuff file. The tiki birds. A place that's both famous and infamous.